Hello guys, welcome back. In this video let's have a look on the transform tools while you're sculpting. So we have this model here, and if you just scroll down in the tools menu on the side, you have transform tools which basically used to move the object, rotate the object, and then scale the object as per the requirement there. So let's say if I have to use them when I'm doing a complex workflow. So I mean, it's basically a big need when you're posing a character and placing objects in your model. So right now I've got this model, so I'm going to select this model, and then let's say I'm going to mask it. Okay, so I'm pressing M on the keyboard and I'm masking it. If not, I can also do one thing. I can go to the lasso mask, and then I can just select those faces there, which basically mask the model, and then I can increase the strength, and then I can just play with the hardness like that. Okay, so once that is done, I'm going to invert this by pressing Ctrl I. Maybe I can hold Shift and then blend it like that. So in the sculpt menu, you have a move tool which can generally move that object, and then we have the rotation tool which rotates the object, and then we have the scale tool which scales the object there. So the transformation is applied to the unmasked area. If not, we were doing that on the object mode, on the full object. But yeah, if I have to transform this on a specific area, then maybe this should be a good way. So I'm going to select those and transform it. But the problem is when you are transforming or when you're moving, there's no big deal about the transformations. But when you rotate, it's going to really affect your work. So I'm going to just explore this area called set the pivot point. So in this area you have set pivot to origin. So when I do that, the pivot point for the transformation is going to happen from that point. Okay, so that's the pivot point of the transformation. So if I just choose pivot to the unmasked area, so what that actually means, the black color area is the masked area and the white area is unmasked area. And now when I'm going to rotate this, okay, the transformation is happening from the center of that unmasked area there. And if I just go here, and then we have an option called mask border. So pivot will go to the border area of the masked and unmasked area. This is sometimes behaving unpredictable, but okay to use. You should be able to see now the finger is nicely rotating from the starting of the finger. Okay. So why is that? Because that is the area where the mask border is lying. But when you have open geometry, and then there's a problem. So we have mask active vertex. So let's say if I'm in the drawing tool and then just maybe just click there, and then that becomes an active face. And then when I say pivot to the active vertex, and then when I rotate, the transformation happens from that particular vertex. Okay, and the rotation right now, what's happening is basically from the viewpoint only. So let me just choose pivot to surface under cursor, and you should be able to see there is a keyboard shortcut that is shift right mouse. You can assign your own if needed. So I'm holding shift and right clicking there, and then I'm going to rotate, and then you should be able to see the rotation is happening from that point. Now if I hold shift right click and then click there and then rotate, it happens from that point. So shift right click and then rotate. So it's like I can able to pose it. Shift right click and then rotate it, and then you should be able to see that I'm posing this finger like that. And then I can go to the masking and then mask those areas like that. Okay, make sure that you have properly painted the mask there. Shift right click and then choose the rotation tool and then pose it like that. So you can able to pose using the transformation tool. These are the three important transform tools you have, and then you have the pivot points which are going to help you in rightly transforming the object. So I press Alt M to clear the mask there, and then I can select the cube. So if I have to place the cube at some place, or maybe I want to place a ring, then I need to, maybe I don't want this cube, I'll switch to the object mode, then add a torus. Okay, then switch to the sculpt mode. Okay, now I'm going to use the move tool, and then I'm going to place it. Preferably you can choose the orthographic view and then place it there. Okay, so I'm going to use the scale tool, and I'm going to choose the rotation tool. Okay, so I can just keep doing that until I got the right placement. So if you feel this tool is very complex, then as I told you, you can use this transform tool, which is a very interactive tool. Like you can able to move that object, you can rotate the object, you can scale the object as per the requirement there. Okay, so if you just click there, the transformation is happening at the global. Just choose it to the local or maybe normal and view basis. You can do that, and then you can basically place it correctly. Okay, so that's what the transform tools in sculpting is all about. Thank you.